Morning traders, and this is your Aussie day trade setup for today. So Friday we had some, I won't call it positive data, but better than expected data come through, and also a few tweets around the trade war, and naturally the US markets rallied. So we didn't really rally much during the session, and to me this is 2 days of indecision. So we have pretty much a range. We've got two range bars actually. So we have that range and then we have another range. Okay, this is a little bit of off structure, which is showing me that the buyers are stepping in. We did get a higher low. So the big question in everybody's mind right now is, are we going to hold or are we going to fall? Okay, we are on the 72.6, nothing really there. Let's just start moving to the levels we can actually trade. The 3 hour trend is still very much the downside. Okay, I would like to see some form of structure that we bounce off. And there's my first inside tail, which would still be inside the alligator. Okay, and then the next one is pretty much up there. Okay, for all intents and purposes, that is the trend line. So now you can see it made it really messy. Let's move it to the middle for us. But the point is quite simple. We're looking for intersecting trend lines, which are there. Okay, but that's quite far away. Oh, look at that. That is 400 points away, 450 points away. And that's pretty far. Let's see if we can see something else here. Okay, what we do see is an inverse head and shoulders here, or cup and handle. So there's a shoulder, there's a head, there's a shoulder, or there's a cup and there's a shoulder. So your line in the sand for a move to the upside, which line coincides with the alligator, is going to be a break of this fractal. Okay, so let's get rid of the noise. So this noise, so this here, 48,660, a break to the upside is going to indicate a move to the upside. A break below the low of Friday, which is 48,272, is your move to the downside. Your stop is pretty much either side of this, so you're looking at a 400-point stop loss. Okay, now kind of a difficult one because we are also forming a flat top triangle. And I don't think we're off a weekly level. Oh, we are. So there's a weekly level there, which is basically this big weekly double top and a 200 EMA. Okay, so that's pretty easy for today. Let's go to the half hour. Okay, so firstly, ignore this bar. Am I right? Yeah, 11:30. So that bar's nonsense data. This is the level you need to watch. But for me, and I can even bring us down to 12-minute because that's going to make most sense. And we can delete that. Put this one in here. This is the level we're looking for. So there are a couple of fractal levels here. This is the first one. So a break below this level here, which is 48,394, would be a break of the fractal. Okay, and that would trigger, for me anyway, that would trigger a short. So that would give me a 300-point stop loss. Okay, because my stop needs to be above the high of Friday. Another way of trading this is, by the looks of things, we're going to get I can't say we're going to get a gap down, but Rand dollar 1507, which is slightly better than what it started off on Friday. And 10 cents is down 0.7%. Hong Kong is down, but the Nasdaq finished up 1.5%, and it is down at the moment There's the futures market. Futures, there we go. 0.5%. So basically there was a 1% move in the Nasdaq, and our South African market pretty much moved 0.7%. So yeah, so at this stage probably we could get another attempt at this level. We're going to have to break through the highs of Friday for me to be looking for longs. And at this stage, this fractal level here is my line in the sand. So 48,395. We break below that. That triggers a short, fairly big stop loss of 300 points. So for me, it'll be a very small trade. Wait for the pullback. The test is successful. Add to the trade. Move the stop below the test. That'll give me a much tighter trade. And then wait for the downside move. Downside move, in my view anyway, could very well be another leg like this. Okay, so it could very well be another 1,500 point move. Okay, and everything is indicating that is, but there is potential for that. Okay, it's only once we break above the high of Friday and then come back and test that break that I'll be convinced that we have a trend change. So for me on this market, trend is always indicated on the 3 hour. Okay, that way you can always stay in with the trend. Okay, so that might be at the moment. Yeah, the trend is down. If we do move to the upside for any reason, then I'd be watching for a selling opportunity between 48,967 and 49,142. Okay, but for me at the moment, wait for these fractals on the 12 minutes. So this fractal is not really a decent entry. This is my entry here. Okay, and there's no wise man number one or anything like that either. So just a lot of confusion. Okay, so guys, that's my view for today. Probably expecting a gap down. Any rally up to close the gap is an opportunity if we break this trend line. So if we gap down, we could bounce off this trend line, come up, close the gap, and then move. Or we could gap down, bounce off this level down here of 48,394, then rally up, and then my opportunity to get short is there. Okay, anyway guys, that's my view at the moment. If we break above 48,660, that would be an indication for me to start chasing longs. So those are the two fractal levels we're looking at. 48,660 and 48,395 to the downside. Okay, hope it helps, and catch up with you later. Cheers for now.